television program, play acts performances, and our New Life, New Image project are being brought to you in part with the generous support of our producing partners.
Sometimes her tender spirit gets weak.
Hello there, and welcome to another edition of A New You for a New Life. I'm Sue Johnson, along with my co-host, Donna Fox.
Hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, Donna. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
This
great.
is our second show this year of 2009, right?
Yeah, it is,
We
but I
haven't
think
seen
it's
each
my
other.
first.
Yeah, that's right, because
It is
Norma
my
was here
first.
last time when we did Jonathan Davis, the
Yes, and I missed
intuitive
it.
healer.
Yes, I missed it. But
Well, we said, nah. You're sorry that you missed it.
Well, so-
but
okay.
we're here tonight,
Yeah.
and we are especially delighted. We're going to introduce our special guest this evening, Miss Sarah Weiss. But before we do that, Donna, let's talk about some of the news. What's going on with Nana's house? That's your new
Nana's
project?
house is actually, as you know, is my mom and dad's house.
Right.
And Mom was the instigator, if you will. She was the person who actually got me into being interested in spirituality. And my daughter is the one that said, Mom, why don't you create, if you want to do a healing center or something like that, why don't you create it there at Nana's house and call it Nana's house. And so it's called Nana's House Center of Nurturing Transformation, a spiritual wellness center. And what's wonderful about it is it's just perfect for intimate, small workshops. And there are 2 healing rooms that practitioners can rent, either on an hourly or a daily basis, on a regular basis.
You want to be able to contact Donna if you'd like to avail yourself of the services, participate in upliftment of your soul, your body, your mind, your energy, all that. How can they reach you, Donna?
Nana's House Info at gmail.com. And it's no apostrophe, it's just Nana's House Info at gmail.com. So that's the way to get a hold
have
of
a
it.
special event as well, which hopefully will bring upliftment and joy and delight and entertainment for your body, mind, and your spirit. And that is called Play Acts Performances, which is being performed Sunday, March 22nd at the Cleveland Playhouse, Brooks Theater. And we are showcasing several pieces, original works by Northeast Ohio area playwrights primarily, and showcasing our fine actors from this area. Our showcase piece will be The Divas Do Vegas. Our TV divas are back.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah, and what we've got early TV icons from the days of yore. We've got actors portraying folks like what's her name? Oh, Sapphire Stevens from Amos and Andy. We've got
Jefferson, does she have,
Louise Jefferson and Florence Johnston from the Jeffersons. We've got Claire Huxtable from the Cosbys. We've got, believe it or not, Alice Cramden. We've got Wilma Flintstone.
There you go.
And we've got Edith Bunker, and I'm forgetting one of the divas. Oh, Esther Anderson from Sanford and Son.
Oh, my heart.
So they are our headliners for an afternoon full of one-act staged readings, and we're going to do a couple of Ruby Foxes. You know him. That's
Very well.
your spouse.
Intimately.
Yes,
I
do.
met Sarah Weiss years ago. We had dinner at a wonderful Chinese restaurant with a wonderful crystal lady. And from that point forward, I've been always thinking of Sarah Weiss and how much I would love to be able to know more about her. And the reason for that is because she has an international practice. She has a way of looking not only into your heart and your soul, but into your body to help you understand how you can partner with the divine to be able to heal that which needs to heal. She is the ultimate partner with Gaia, the earth, as she is caring to be able to open up the earth's energies, and she takes trips all over the world, and she is deeply loved here in Cleveland. So we are so proud and happy to invite you to join us and learn more about what Sarah Weiss does, not only here in Cleveland, but on her wonderful travels. Sarah, thank you so much for being here.
Welcome.
It's so much fun.
Welcome. Glad to have you here.
Sue.
Yes.
You're making me up my game a little bit here. I'm used to being real quiet and inside. And
Yeah, right.
This is kind of a bubbly place.
Sure, absolutely. We're glad you're here.
Thank you.
Yes. So can you share with us a little bit first we've talked about medical intuition. And for our listeners, what we may do during our interview and talk today is we may stop you if you say something that we suspect that our listeners may not be familiar with. So I've used words that awakening Gaia and medical intuition. So can you kind of share with us your definition and what your practice is all about in that area?
Sure. So it was I would say about 20 years ago, and I was listening to a tape by Carolyn Mace, who's like the world-renowned medical intuitive.
And that's Mace, M-Y-S-S.
M-Y-S-S.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, as she was speaking, she used the word medical intuitive. It had never been used before. This was something that she came up with. And as she described what she was doing, I realized that's what I do.
Ooh,
and I finally had a name that actually encapsulated my profession, which is medical intuition.
Now, what is that?
Yes, I was going to say. See, we anticipated together.
Okay.
So, medical intuition is finding the root of a symptom or an issue that's going on with your body, with your mind, with your spirit. Usually the issue presents in the physical, but it may not have its root in the physical. So we all understand how much our mind and our emotions affect how we feel.
Right.
And we may have history in our thinking, in our action, in our feelings that is kind of still hanging around and affecting the cellular structure of our body, or how our metabolism is working, how the organs are functioning. And these mental emotional factors can have an impact on our health. So when we do a medical intuitive session, I'm looking to see, is it just strictly a physical issue going on here? Or is there more than meets the eye? And usually, if it's just a physical issue, people don't end up in my office.
I was going to say, is there really anything just that's physical? I mean, it would seem
things,
to me that everything that would be, everything's got a reason. I mean, maybe you scratch yourself or something like that, but even that is born out of a belief that's created, it
You're
seems,
right.
yeah?
You're right.
Yeah.
But sometimes those things don't have as big of impact.
Okay.
So the people that end up in my office are usually the ones that have gone to several doctors, and their doctors say, well, all the tests came out fine. I'm not seeing anything wrong with you. Very often they say to them, it must be in your head. And, they kind of shoo them out the door after they've spent months trying to figure out what's wrong with this person.
Well, let me ask you for just a moment, if I may. You say people end up at your door after they've seen a round of Western medical doctors. How does that happen? Does a Western medical doctor refer them, or do they word of mouth? How does somebody find your door?
Good question. Well, there are many physicians that will refer to me. These are very caring physicians that when they can't figure out something is what's the root of the issue, they really are interested in any possible avenue that will help the person.
Okay.
So there's several physicians.
They're true healers.
Yes, they are true healers, and they really care.
Right.
From all the different hospitals, all around
Private
Northeast.
practice, what have you.
Right.
And also there's several therapists that refer to me. And then there's word of mouth. I mean, I've been doing this a long time,
yes.
and people just kind of say, usually they call up and say, well, your name came up 3 times.
Yes, that's
in
three.
the
That's the number.
in the last couple months, so I know I should end up calling you.
Yes.
So that's how they end up. So they come in and we sit down and we kind of do a little bullet history of what's been going on. I don't need a whole involved thing. And then I say, okay, this is participatory. This is not you just sitting in front of me and me rattling stuff off. I need you to be really engaged with yourself here, which is, it's a little different. I need you to become present. I need you to come forward and connect with your being here so that we can clear any of the extraneous stuff that's floating around here. When you're not present with yourself,